10, it might be 1C3
Last
or
one.
1C3.
or
So
something like that.
she's like, you can go on insulin, like glucose monitors, human, and I looked at her, she's really
That's why I
just
did
shadow
it.
Sounds so skinny and get
I
older.
was like, and you know,
Is it?
I
Okay.
do have my hair
it's
long,
oh, do you?
it was just not.
So yeah, I did it for mine.
So I
Good.
take,
Are you good, Miss Katie?
Vivasil twice a day.
Oh, yeah.
And I stayed on home dose, I didn't go up, but I gave myself a shot. Didn't think it would.
Yeah, sorry. It is 6:00 PM on December 10th, 2025. Call the meeting to order, noting the absence of Ashley Pickling. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is it making a
Okay. First up is the approval of board minutes. So I need a motion to approve the regular board meeting minutes of November 11th, 2025, the Facilities Committee meeting minutes of November 24th, 2025, the Facilities Committee meeting minutes of December 3rd, 2025, and the Curriculum Committee meeting minutes of December 4th, 2025, as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Hansel,
Yes.
DeChenko,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Schrader.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next up, I need a motion to approve the executive session regular board meeting minutes of November 11th, 2025 as submitted.
So moved. Second.
DeChenko,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Schrader,
Yes.
Hansel.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next up, I need a motion to approve the executive session minutes remain closed for executive session regular board meeting minutes of February 12th, 2025, executive session regular board meeting minutes of March 12th, 2025, executive session regular board meeting minutes of April 9th, 2025, executive session regular board meeting minutes of May 7th, 2025, executive session regular board meeting minutes of May 14th, 2025.
So moved. February, did you miss February?
April 9th, May 7th, May 14th.
Yeah, I don't have them. You want me to reread it and add? What do you want me to add?
That's the instruction.
Yeah, I have destruction on the next one.
My bad.
Okay. I was gonna say I have a whole, another one instruction. Okay.
I'm
sorry.
Rather we clarify it now before we get to the other one.
So anyway, you're good. You need the motion now.
Yep.
So moved again?
Thank you.
Second.
I'm sorry, ladies. It's been a week,
Oh, you're
okay?
good.
Hanson,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Schrader,
Yes.
Hansel,
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Now I need a motion to approve the destruction of audio recorded executive session minutes. The recorded regular board meeting executive session of December 11th, 2023. The recorded personnel committee meeting executive session of January 8th, 2024. The recorded regular board meeting executive session of February 12th, 2024. The recorded regular board meeting executive session of March 11th, 2024. The recorded regular board meeting executive session of April 8th, 2024. The recorded regular board meeting executive session of May 13th, 2024. The recorded regular board meeting executive session of June 10th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Belt,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Schrader,
Yes.
Hansel,
Yes.
DeChenko,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the December 2025 expenses as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Belt,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Schrader,
Yes.
Hansel,
Yes.
DeChenko,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next up is the treasurer's report.
All right, back live and in person. Love it. Balance in the super now account at First Community was $7,456,076.72. Outstanding checks on November 30th total $240,530.39. November payroll expense carrying over into December totaled $67,448.84, leaving the adjusted bank balance at $7,148,105.49. Lunch program balance, $57,766.75. Impressed fund, $5,000, totaling $7,210,872.24. The investment balances were $5,744,068.86, leaving the balance of all funds as of November 30 at $12,955,741.10. November receipts totaled $604,185. November expenses, $2,027,040.61. The fund balances, education fund, $8,747,488.17. Building fund, $1,530,977.71. Bond and interest, minus $138,249.41. Transportation fund, $1,212,148.23. IMRF, $230,600.75. Working cash, $432,164.06. Tort fund balance, $374,250.83. Life safety, $566,360.76. November interest at First Community was $24,717.78. That was down about just slightly 15 basis points on the interest rate. I imagine that will drop again after today. The state of Illinois just had a few distributions in November. The normal state aid, $355,998. State free lunch, $123.08. School lunch program, $16,107.91. And other popular special milk, $20.28. And then we did receive a real estate distribution in November for $189,362.93. Fund balances are in the packet. That's it.
Okay, any questions? No. I need a motion to approve the treasurer's report as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Flores?
Yes.
Schrader?
Yes.
Hansel?
Yes.
DeChenko?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, next up are staff reports. Ms. Black.
Good evening, everyone. I don't have a whole lot that's extraordinarily interesting in my report. We did have an SLT meeting. We talked about our remote learning schedule. We have that finalized that I'm going to have Mr. Vogel put up on the website tomorrow. And students are coming home with their, walking down the hall with their bags from stuff from the holiday shop, which is always super cute. So all things Christmas are happening around the school. We try to keep it, but it's kind of hard not to. And I just got highlighted, we did a little 6-7 celebration.
I saw that.
On the 7th day of school because, like I said, we can't be in them. So,
You were brave. I took off a half a day on that and I left it, I passed it out when I went to leave. And there it was like all 6-7 stuff and I was like, and you can say it as much as you want because I'm leaving.
well, and it happened to be a Friday, so why not?
Yeah.
Anyone have any questions?
Unless you can explain to me what 6-7 is.
There's lots of different ones. Nothing. Well, I'll tell you at the elementary school level, absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing.
I sadly don't.
You'll have to tell me later.
It's not worth it.
I'm over 21, Brad, I can take it.
Thank you.
All right.
Dr. Cosby.
I don't have too much to share. The main thing I wanted to share is that our 8th graders are taking the pre-ACT next week on Thursday, and then those who have extended time will be taking it Wednesday and Thursday, all day. So we're going to have some training for all staff members who are administering that on Monday to make sure that we're all squared away. And then I did want to acknowledge the 7th grade girls basketball team. They made it to sectionals. Unfortunately, they had a tough. Lastly, just wanted to, share that we had, we have our gingerbread house kit contest going on right now, so we're going to vote on those. And of course, we always award the kids. We try to do some, even though it's junior high, we still try to do some fun things for the kids for the holidays. And so we're going to have the vote here. It already started, and there are some really, really creative ones like we have every year, so that's cool. And then I hope the band and choir concert is going well right now. If we get the chance, we'll stop over there afterwards as well. Does anyone have any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Meyer.
Just for you something to look at. So,
Who's that guy in the middle?
I know, it's horrible, it's bad. I'm here to kind of give thanks for, like within the last month, the fact of, and I think we said it last week too, but the Concert for the Hungry, giving food to the Washington Township, the sophomore spaghetti supper, and the community involvement. And I just want to share this online, as in the class of 2028 would like to thank the community for the spaghetti dinner. Could not have been possible without these people. Burcott's, $150 to purchase salads. Golden Brew donated 5 gallons of vanilla ice cream. The Barn and Vineyard donated 120 pounds of ground beef. The Village Realty, the Sauce donated $250 for all that. And the fact that they're helping us to make money for our kids for their prom, I think is great. Then turning that around and on the second page, our student council helping suburban access. So our community helping us, and then us trying to help other communities. And our goal was $400 or 400 packs for potatoes. We had 665. What that means is if there was $1, that's a pack, or one pack counted as one. So we combined money and we combined all the packs of mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes, et cetera, et cetera. And the fact that, again, we wanted 400 and we got 665. So just appreciate the fact that, thank you, community helping us. We're trying to turn around and help others. I think that was pretty cool. So I wanted to explain that. And lastly, sorry. Mac and cheese beat mashed potatoes too, by the way. It was like 2 votes. It was kind of cool going all the way through with all the different sides. And it was fun just to see who picked what sides and who did what over there. And I was fortunate enough to be asked to help cut the turkey, Mr. Sarsi and I. So that's why, besides being in Turkey, that's why we chose Turkey. They chose me to do that. And last thing, our second semester class for Prairie State is going to be art appreciation. So we have that class ready to go, I believe, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, but thank you, community. That's kind of just give thanks in general. Trying to do our part. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Gaham.
0 FOIAs this month. 0. So.
Merry Christmas.
And then the other thing I wanted to mention is originally was on the temporary agenda, then it was removed, the school maintenance grant. That's the one that we're going to apply for to get the $50,000 for windows. I need the architect to put in an amendment to the health, life, safety online. And so Erica was able to do it in time, so therefore I don't have a document to provide you that's been verified. It'll be taken care of. So in January, I'll ask you guys to approve that. I will expedite it to ROE so they can make sure it gets submitted by the 31st of January. The gentleman at ISB already called me back and said, thank you for all the information. Just send him an email so he'll make sure it gets approved once it gets to him. All right, so I kind of have my back to the camera and I apologize. I've already made this presentation in a video, so I will actually post it tomorrow. We'll put it on the website and everything like that. So I kind of want to make sure I was out of your guys' way so you could see me during the presentation. It took me 10 minutes to make, well, the video is 10 minutes. It took me about an hour to make the video because the number of times I don't know how people do it. I really don't. Like, I'll get 6 minutes into it, feel like I'm doing great, and then I'll stumble, then I got to start all over again. All right, so if you've been here before, you know exactly what we're going to go through, but it's still. So must we hold a hearing? Well, the answer obviously is no, because we definitely didn't post for one and we don't have a hearing going on right now. But no, Not this year. So the reason you have to have a truth and taxation hearing is anytime your aggregate levy is more than 5% than last year's extension. One of the things you need to remember here in Will County, you are a PTEL county. You are a tax cap county, cap district. We'll explain what that means in a second, but those are the main reasons. If the aggregate is 5% more than the extension from the previous year on your levy. So I use lots of terms, so I'm going to do my best to make sure, again, not to insult anybody, but I want to make sure everybody knows what all those terms mean. PTEL, that is your property tax extension limitation law. That is the one in Will County, and about, I had the number at one point in time, more than half the counties in the state of Illinois are PTEL counties. That means your tax base locally can only go up by either CPI or 5%, whatever is less, unless, as you guys did a few years ago, you go through referendum. So I said this my first couple of years, I didn't quite say the last couple, but I could ask for $1 billion. You all could approve $1 billion, and Will County assessor will be like, ha, here's your less than 5%. Here's your CPI. Your levy is, again, what you're projected to pay in taxes the following year. Everything that I base this on is on preliminary EAV. Preliminary. It comes from your the Will County assessor. They give me some numbers. I do a little magic. I take my very best guess of where I think it's going to be, and then I do some math. So it's preliminary. It's important you remember that. Extension is the actual amount of money you got last year in local revenue. So once March rolls around, they say, hey, Katie, here's the thing for the assessor. She hands it to me, and I say, yep, all those numbers look great. And then we start getting the money, and then Mr. Peters, in his best Morgan Freeman voice, tells you the distributions you get. You put all that together, that's your extension. And then your aggregate is what I'm proposing we're going to get the upcoming year. So, what is the proposed levy total? Last year, I rounded up. Last year the levy was 5.855. So 5.0855, I rounded up to 5.09. Proposed levy rate next year, with all the data that I have, is 4.99. I can assure you it's not going to be more than 4.99. As I just told you, it can only go down because if the EAV goes up, the aggregate stays the same, the rate goes down. Again, you want your EAV to continue to go up if you want your rate to go down. It's a balancing act. Your extension last year was 11.68 million. The aggregate proposed is 12.26. That is an increase of 4.9%. You're not going to get all 4.9%. It's probably going to be a little bit lower than that. But again, it's a proposed aggregate, so we can make sure that we get as much as we can ask for. If it comes back and you could have gotten more, they don't say, hey, Beecher, you want more money. That's not how it works. So a lot of districts, I know a district that balloons it 20%. Every year they have a truth and taxation hearing. They explain to their constituents, we're not going to get 20%, but we want to have every dime we can. I choose not to do that. I get as close as I can to the numbers we get. And I've always been, and knock on wood, in the 5 years I've done this, been pretty close in every year. We've never lost money. So is that the percent we use? Yes, it is. So that 4.9% is obviously below 5, so there is not a requirement for a truth and taxation hearing. So to confirm, since the aggregate increase is only 4.9%, we do not need to have a truth and taxation hearing? Correct. So I'm going to really drive that point home. I continue to use the word anticipated or preliminary. So again, your rate was 5.09, the new rate proposed is 4.99. That is a decrease in 2%. That all comes from preliminary numbers that is provided to us by Will County. So in March, when you actually start getting your tax bills, that's when you'll actually know the true EAV. So again, it is a guessing game, and it's for every school district in the state of Illinois right now. We're all doing the fun thing right now. Who decides EAV? It's not Beecher 200U, I can assure you. So please don't call me when your tax bill comes and say, hey, why is my EAV up or down? I apologize, it is your county assessor from the county of Will. However, you can look at your levy history going all the way back to 2017. If you can't see it, I apologize, it's just the numbers from the past. One of the important things to know about here in Beecher, obviously, your limiting rate is the money that we get for the funds, the fund accounts we have. There's your percent decrease, and that's your levy year. That's your revenue. You'll see your revenue has gone up per CPI. The extension was the bond. The only bond you guys have had was the junior high. That went away in 2022. So you'll see there's a 21% decrease in your total rate. And then the referendum the following year came back in. So it brought it back up a little bit. And then your rate continues to go back down because EAV continues to increase. Okay, the $1 million question. Ms. Flores is dying to know, are my taxes going up? And as the Vidette did a very nice job, I think last time they covered me, I can't answer that question for you because I don't know your EAV. However, last year I provided it and I'm going to provide it again to our community. If you go, so this later presentation will be on the website under legal files. It's going to say the 2025 levy presentation. And there's also a 2025 levy calculator. I have put in last year's rate. Now this is going to be a little, again, I told you it was 5.0855. I rounded it. So you don't change any of these numbers. You're only going to touch the numbers in the red here. You can put in your EAV last year. You can tell me your new EAV, or you can keep your EAV. So you kind of, this is, if nothing changes, my tax bill will go down $100. Sorry for those in the back row. If my EAV goes up, then obviously my tax would pay a little bit more in taxes. But again, I don't know what you've done or have not done to your home. But this will kind of give you a general idea of what to expect in terms of your taxes for the school district. And that is on the website, right there. Now, again, this will say 12/10/25, but because I haven't posted it yet, it says the last year's number. But that's where you'll see it. And then per policy 410, if you exceed if your reserves exceed 2.5 your 3-year average operating costs, i.e., so your ed fund, your O&M, your transportation fund, the last 3 years on average you've spent about $10 million out of those funds. 2.5 times that is 2.5 times that's about $25 million. So by law, you would have to have a reduction plan for your reserves if we had $25,186,712 in the bank, which we obviously do not. We are, well, at the time of this was 11.3. I think Mr. Peters read a different number today because obviously that number has changed in the last month. Okay, and I just turned this off again. When do they receive the revenues? So what we have, Mr. Peters presented distribution 9. You might get one in December, but you're probably not going to see anything between now and all the way to May. So again, when Mr. Peters starts his presentation, that number that he gave you today is going to only go down because you're probably not going to see large sources of revenue. Hello?
Is that all? You've got, I'm just asking, is that all you got? Can I move on?
Yes, of course, yes.
You want more, man?
Okay, next up are the committee updates on the community groups. CARBs met in November. It was mostly about, they had the Kankakee kind of person that works with them in the community kind of talk, so it didn't really relate a lot to us, just kind of things that they can do and how the community can help and get involved and things like that. That was most of the meeting, so it didn't pertain a lot to me, other than the updates that the principal, they're looking at hiring a new principal over there, he's retiring. They haven't talked about how adding any new programs. I know they were adding another nursing section. They did that, but they haven't brought up if they were adding anything. And since I've been on there the past couple of years, they added diesel mechanic, aviation. It seems like every year or so they kind of, and then they added the intro to teaching also, where try to create your own kind of teachers. help them. So usually about, I'd say every year to 2 years, they kind of revamp something or come up with something. They've done it yet, but that may be more in the spring, kind of. They kind of see what the kids are interested in, see what they have from the community, and what they can kind of create and do. So.
I think they're also probably waiting on the new principal to see their vision
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but they're usually pretty innovative and keep up pretty good with that. They did just have their career fair. Is that what they call it? Do you know?
They had, yeah.
I don't know if they call it a career fair because I know they do have military there, they do have colleges there, but they also have like people from the union and things like that, and they have all these tables set up all over the school, and the kids can go around and they can kind of, it's small group where they can kind of talk if they're interested in a job, they can get that kind of contact, get their foot in the door there, and they talk about the programs they have at certain schools, and then the military's there and stuff like that. So it's a kind of career fair that they do there for their students at KACC, and they just had that. Sophomore day will be coming up pretty soon. That's it.
Scholarship Foundation has not had a meeting. Their next anticipating meeting is in January, so more to report, maybe February.
Okay.
Youth Commission, they had their skating thing. They talked, if they do it next year, expanding it to maybe the 5th grade, get a little bit better turnout. I think the junior high kids are scared to skate. But they sounded like it was a good time, and the pictures, we didn't get to go. We had like a little thing happen or whatever, but the pictures I saw looked like a good time. But daddy-daughter dance on February 7th, mother-son dance on March 21st. And I don't know when their next meeting is because I can't remember, but I think I wasn't sure, they were kind of back and forth if they're going to do them before Christmas or not, so that's all I got.
The Beecher PTO, they just met this evening. They filed their audit report. I said I would say it with the Easter Bunny. Actually, the woman's name is Miss Easter. And they'll be able to do it on their own next year now that they know how to do it. Their holiday shop is going well so far. They're going to have a pop-up spirit wear shop that will be online probably in February. Bingo night has been scheduled for March 20th. Let's see what else. There was a discussion on what to donate to the Beecher Education Foundation dinner. So they will be donating 2 free nights in Tampa and a $200 gift card on Southwest Airline towards your destination costs. They started out with $40,600 at the beginning of the month, and they now have $35,844. The other discussion, I don't know if anyone has seen the picture of the window. I'll pass it around. That is about $10,200. They budgeted $9,000 and some change. They have the funds to pay for it all, but they would like to go back and see if they can negotiate a better price. And their next meeting is January 7th at 3:30 or 4 or maybe 4:30. And that's why I missed the last meeting. They're a good group, though.
The Beecher Education Foundation, they had a couple meetings. I missed only one. We had a meeting here. Their dinner is Saturday, February 28th. It's back at CD and Me's. You can buy tickets on their Facebook page. You can make donations if you can't attend, but you still want to donate. Everything's a link. They have a QR code on their flyer. It's called an Italian Night Out. So it's the 29th annual auction and dinner. The tickets are $100 each. You can scan the code to buy the tickets. It includes a 3-course meal, drinks.
Lots of drinks.
I have to zoom in, sources. And all the proceeds will benefit Beecher 200U directly, and they've been throwing around ideas about different ways that they can continue to support beyond like purchasing Freckle and a few other things, but more ideas. But they were just planning the dinner for right now, so come. Sounds fun. Dinner's at 6:30, doors open at 5:30 in Frankfurt.
I'll be there.
Extension on that, Miss Jacobs sent me an email yesterday, so I'll be reaching out to the principals to get some photos. She wants some of the donations they made. She wanted to get some photos with them, so I'll get that to Megan. And I will be sending out that flyer to, through an email blast, and put it on our Facebook page as well.
Yeah, they're trying to do more on social media to kind of get the word out. They've had some new members join, so.
The Booster Club, we just did a little fundraiser during the girls' basketball tournament that we hosted here. We had a bake sale, it went really well. And we will continue to do Chuck-a-Duck at some of those home boys basketball games, so look for us there.
All right, next up is the 25 tax levy. So I need a motion to approve the fiscal year 25 tax levy as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Schrader.
Yes.
Hansel.
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Belt.
Yes.
Flores.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next up, I need a motion to proceed to executive session for the purpose of 5 ILCS 120-2C1.
So moved.
Second.
Hansel.
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Belt.
Yes.
Flores.
Yes.
Schrader.
Yes.
Motion carried.
One of the best.
Actually, it was very nice last year there.
It was a
was.
very nice place.
They tried to look a lot local, but I
You
think
good?
the ticket price would have.
Well, we
No?
used to have
Are
it
you
when
good?
it was Shady Lawn. It
Okay.
used to be there, and then it was at Princess.
It is 7:03 PM, calling the regular board meeting of December back into session. We are moving on to new business. I don't think anything needs separated. No, okay. So I need a motion to acknowledge the resignation of Ryan Benka as district mechanic and Jonathan Kaporis as high school boys soccer assistant coach.
So moved.
Second.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Belt.
Yes.
Flores.
Yes.
Schrader.
Yes.
Hansel.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the employment of Jerry Gersh Jr. as district mechanic and the reopening of the search for high school volleyball head and assistant coach positions.
So moved.
Second.
Hanson.
Yes.
Belt.
Yes.
Flores.
Yes.
Schrader.
Yes.
Hansel.
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, so next up we have the special services coordinator job description. And we got that email that we're not really changing the job description, we're updating it with what we need to have it updated as.
Yeah, so in my board report, I mentioned, made a comment of that. There, by law, by ISB law, you have to have a line that says she oversees the external placement students as well. And so we made sure that everybody had that in there. And so we have updated ours as well, just need a formal board approval of that addition.
So I need a motion to approve the updated special services coordinator job description as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Belt.
Yes.
Flores.
Yes.
Schrader.
Yes.
Hansel.
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
You don't have a name for 15C, right?
I do have a name, do I not say the name?
That's fine. I think I have.
So just say request, an FMLA
Approval
request.
of-
Okay.
approval of-
I need a motion to approve the FMLA request through 11/4/2026 for staff member.
Or as presented.
As presented.
They know what
I
it
didn't
is.
say it.
Yep.
So moved.
Second.
Belt.
Yes.
Flores.
Yes.
Schrader.
Yes.
Hansel.
Yes.
DeChenko. Sorry
Yes.
about that. It's been a week.
Chinkin, I like that.
You got a new name now, okay? DeChenko.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Kind of sounded like Ashley.
It's been a
My phone
while.
says Diachenko. You're
Ice skating
going to
moves.
Diachenko. Okay, so other discussion items, do we have anything?
So we'll have to do Press Plus, I made a comment to Ms. Flores, Press Plus 120, it's all ready to go, it's, as you can assume, just accelerating. So I'll need to have probably a meeting before the January board meeting, so we can get that first reading in January, second reading in February.
Who are your members?
Me.
By the way, I don't have my phone on me, so I don't have my calendar.
No. Curriculum
Let me see.
and
This is great.
Okay, hang on.
Let me look it up. I can look it up right
I got
now.
it.
School board resources.
Get the,
Okay.
Committees.
Policy, oh, that's an old one, Stacy.
Policy is Brandy, Marie, and Ashley Flickling.
oh, I should.
Okay, I'll
Brandy,
reach
you're
out
the
to
chair.
Ashley. I'll reach out to Ashley and see dates.
Don't worry about you, you can get, yeah.
But yes, before the January.
Is there any day that doesn't work, Marie, for you?
12:25.
Well, January 1st doesn't.
Well,
work.
we wouldn't do it over Christmas.
When's
Oh,
it,
holiday
January
break.
7th is the next board meeting?
It's the second, I actually.
January
it's
14th.
14th. Oh,
14th,
14th.
yeah.
Why did they do the PTO at a different time? Anyway,
So if we look into the first, that for the week of the 5th.
yeah, the week of the 5th should be okay.
Okay. Maybe we'll aim for Monday the 5th at 5. And then I'll check and see
That works
if
for-
that works for
The
Ashley.
5th at 5?
Anything else?
I can take the notes, Mrs. Gersh. I see out of the corner of my eye.
It's just that's Institute Day. Those are tough.
Do you want to do
Whatever
do we want to
works.
do that, how about the 7th?
No.
What's
If
the
you
first
guys
day
want
back?
to do it the 5th, that's fine. It's all good.
No,
We'll be
let's,
here.
it doesn't matter.
okay, let's do the 7th, because honestly, that's my first day back at work after a holiday break too.
Well, I
didn't
have, the PTO, and the time is either 3:30 or 4 or 4:30, they're not sure. I have no idea.
So that'd be like 5, would you said 5 anyway, right?
If you do 5, I'll
be
just
safe.
leave.
Okay, let's do the 7th at 5, if that works for Ashley.
Then I only have to go to town once.
There you go. See?
It all works out.
So
Or we could do
that's-
5:30 if that's, I don't want to keep anybody
Yeah.
too late.
No,
if
5 is
that's-
fine.
Anything else for your discussion items? Dr. Gahan? No? Okay. So for the January 14th board meeting, we'll have the elementary school windows project. Policy press plus 1 we'll have to do because that'll be after the meeting. That's it. Alright. Upcoming dates, so we have winter break coming up, Teacher Institute, and then our next meeting is January 14th. So I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
So moved. Oh, sorry.
Everyone.
All in favor? Opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Did they ever update us on the dog?
Have we, oh, I'm not
And
gonna
that's
say
every
it.
dog?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
we're
there's a
still
new
waiting.